Hello everyone and welcome to another new video here on the channel, and in this new video we will see a new story called The Mission of Shenron that will tell the story of the famous dragon of wishes that has been present in the Dragon Ball franchise since the beginning. But in this story you will see a different Shenron who after many years wants to leave the spheres. Will it work? So grab a bucket of popcorn and your soda and come with me, and of course don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and comment what you think of this story. Well, without further ado, let's start following this incredible story. In the 7th universe, Beerus said, "No, Shenron is stronger than Son Goku and Vegeta currently. The power that we are feeling is the basis of his power. When Shenron has to truly use his power, he will release a great power that will make him a superior being, capable of defeating Son Goku and Vegeta. After all, Shenron is a true dragon god, and dragons are very strong beings," said the god of destruction after finishing taking his orange juice, and then Beerus looked towards Shenron who was coming. Whis said, "I have to agree with you. After all, dragons have a very great power, so much so that Zalama has enshrined as one of the most powerful beings in all universes, and Zalama was born as a simple mortal dragon, and after hundreds of years, he ended up becoming one of the strongest beings, even superior to the Daishinkan. Only some dragons ended up being killed by the ancient gods of destruction, and Zalama, to show the size of their power, Shenron and some other dragons were sealed in another dimension, where they would only come to the mortal world when the dragon spheres were created. And I think that this was the way that Zalama found to keep the members of his race of dragons alive," said the angel who got up next to Beerus, who just sighed while thinking that could give him a big headache in the future. Beerus said, "I just hope Shenron doesn't do anything stupid. If not, I swear I'll kill Pilaf's gang who fulfilled Shenron's wish to have a humanoid form. And the worst part is that in the end, the blame will fall on my back," said the god of destruction, sighing just thinking about the problems he would have because of the desire of Pilaf and his group. It didn't take long for Shenron to appear on the spot. He created a small crater with his landing, and as he did so, the dragon god of planet Earth looked around and realized that in addition to Goku and Vegeta, there were also Beerus, Whis, in addition to most of Son Goku's friends, and seeing that Shenron ended up giving a small smile. Shenron spoke, "Looks like all of you are here. This will be faster than I was expecting," said the dragon god of planet Earth while looking at everyone who was in that place. Most of them were already aware of Pilaf's wish that made Shenron have a humanoid form. Goku said, "Who are you anyway?" asked the Saiyan looking at the dragon god of planet Earth, and that made Vegeta hit Son Goku in the head. Vegeta spoke, "You are very stupid, Kakarot. Bulma talked earlier about what those brats Pilaf, Shu, and my son's future girlfriend did. They made a wish on Shenron to have a humanoid body so that Shenron..." Shenron said, "That's right, Goku. I'm the same Shenron you met when you were a child, who invoked me with his friends to make a wish like reviving that Krillin guy," said the dragon god of planet Earth while looking at the Saiyan Goku, who was surprised that it really was Shenron. Further back in the same location, it was possible to see Krillin irritated by that, but he was soon comforted by his wife, android number 18. Goku said, "Right, you really look like the Shenron that my friends and I summoned using the Dragon Balls. But what are you doing here? As far as I can remember, those boys who made the wish to give you this humanoid body told you that you would travel the world to see the world. So what are you doing here at Capsule Corporation?" asked the Saiyan looking at the dragon god of planet Earth, who ended up taking one of his hands to the back of his head. Shenron spoke, "I came here to ask for the help of all of you. I would like you to help me find all the other Dragon Balls scattered throughout this universe, including the Super Dragon Balls," said the dragon god of planet Earth, revealing the reason for having come to Capsule Corporation, and when saying that, everyone was surprised, and Beerus, when hearing that, did not like Shenron's idea at all. In the 7th universe. Currently in the 7th universe, being more precise on planet Earth, in the Capsule Corporation, it was possible to see Shenron in his new humanoid form, looking at everyone present in that place, who were very surprised with what the dragon god of planet Earth had asked for them. But among all the surprised and some still in shock to see Shenron in a humanoid form, the only one with a neutral expression was Whis, but Beerus was with a serious expression and very angry. After all, what Shenron had just asked, that everyone help them to find all the Dragon Balls, and that was something very serious that could cause chaos on the universe when the dragons are free. Beerus thought, "Looks like my hunch that something big was going to happen was correct. Shenron has tasted freedom and he likes it," So he wants to go after the other Dragon Balls in order to gather them, and use them to fulfill the wish that his brothers should be freed one by one. The same way he did when he asked Pilaf to bring him in as a free humanoid, and that could be a big disaster. But many years ago, the High Priest had told us that it was no longer necessary for the gods of destruction to kill the dragons, so I will do nothing at that moment. But I also cannot allow anyone from my universe to help him. If that happens, I will eliminate that person who helped Shenron, and it's better that the entire 7th universe be destroyed, because he will be accused of conspiracy by helping Shenron to fulfill his objective, thought the god of destruction while thinking about what could go wrong, and what could happen if he allowed someone from his universe to help Shenron collect all the Dragon Balls and complete his quest. Shenron said, "So are you going to help me go after the other Dragon Balls, like the Dragon Balls from planet Namek, where my brother Porunga is sealed?" asked Shenron while looking at everyone with his focus on Goku and Bulma, since they were the ones who mostly used their powers from the spheres over the years, and thanks to Shenron, many of them are alive, like Goku, Vegeta, Krillin, and some other Z warriors who had been killed by some enemies of the past, who were only alive until today because Shenron at some point in history brought them back to life. Goku said, "Well, you helped us in many situations over the years, and most of the time without your help, the planet Earth would have been destroyed. Sometimes, and also, most of us died over the years, and without your help, we would still be dead. After all, I died at that time during the battle against Raditz, and if you hadn't resurrected me, we would all be dead and the planet would probably have been destroyed, or would have been dominated by Frieza. So I think we can," said the Saiyan while looking at Shenron, but was interrupted by Whis, who ended up drawing the attention of everyone at that place, including Shenron. Whis said, "1,000 pardons for interrupting the conversation between you, but I don't recommend that you help Shenron. I know you owe him a lot of favors. After all, thanks to Shenron, that you are still alive. And also many other humans too. But I can't let you help Shenron in this mission," said the angel in charge of the 7th universe while looking at all the gifts that were confused, mainly Shenron, who didn't see any problem in them helping him gather all his brothers. Bulma said, "And why can't we help Shenron? It would be kind of wrong of us, as he has already helped us so much over the years, without asking for anything in return. And now that he's asking us for help, that would be inconsiderate of us not to help him. Give us a good reason why we shouldn't help Shenron," said Vegeta's wife, while looking doubtfully at Whis. Beerus said, "I'm going to give you a big reason. You're not going to help Shenron on this mission because if you help, even if just one person helps, I'm going to destroy this planet. And I guarantee this time nothing will help me change my mind," said the god of destruction, looking seriously at all those present who were frightened by the warning and threat, as everyone heard those words very firmly, showing that Beerus was taking absolute seriousness about destroying the planet Earth if someone helped Shenron. Vegeta said, "Why are you saying that, Beerus? Just because they want to help Shenron, you want to destroy planet Earth and kill us. Say the real reason for not helping Shenron and don't threaten us, or do you not have a reason?" said the Prince of Saiyans, while looking at the god of destruction who just got angry and ended up increasing his power. Goku and Vegeta, seeing that, began to increase their power to show that they would fight Beerus if necessary. Shenron also entered the fight, increasing his power. Shenron's power in his humanoid form was so great that he made Vegeta and Goku look like an insect. But soon the moods were calmed by Whis, who hit his staff on the ground, causing everyone to stop increasing their energy. Whis said, "That's enough. Staying like this won't help anything. So I'm going to tell them, Mr. Beerus, and I know that what I'm going to tell is a secret, but this is necessary, before unnecessary fights happen. After all, if we don't do that, a fight can happen and planet Earth will be destroyed in the process," said the angel while looking at Beerus, who stopped increasing his Hakai. Whis said, "Millennia ago, dragons were considered beings whose powers and their potency were gigantic and could overcome the gods of destruction, and even angels. So one of them, called Zalama, who was the true dragon god, the creator of all dragons, ended up revolting against Zeno-sama. So my father, the Daishinken, fought against Zalama to help Zeno-sama, and yes, my father managed to win. Since that day, the angels have spoken everything to the gods of destruction, who have started the fight the dragons in search of defeating them. And because of that, we cannot let you help Shenron, or else you would be considered traitors for conspiring with the dragon. And another one that Zalama can return with your help." So no guys, we cannot help Shenron. We can't let that happen because the 7th universe will be destroyed by Zeno-sama, said the angel, revealing why he couldn't let anyone help Shenron in that mission, as it would be contributing to the destruction of the 7th universe. Shenron said, I see. So that's why you don't want to allow them to help me fulfill my mission. If that's the case, I thank you, Goku, and your friends for at least wanting to help me, even if it is impossible. Now I would like to know something. Are you going to try to stop me from completing this mission of mine, or are you going to leave me alone? Which of these two options, Mr. Beerus? After all, you are the god of destruction, and as such, you are the only one who will make the final decision. Beerus said, What you will do or not do is not my problem, Shenron. I just hope you don't try to do anything stupid. Or if you don't, I'll have to interfere. And if you do, I'll have the intention of killing you. And I'll use Hakai to erase you completely. So I suggest that somehow go back into your Dragon Balls. That way you will continue to do your work without risking dying at my hand. Or another god of destruction. Beerus spoke with a serious expression while looking at the dragon god of planet Earth, who soon left that place flying out of planet Earth. Shenron thought, So my race was hunted by the gods of destruction, and now that I'm free and Beerus thinks I'll do the same thing that Zalama did. I don't know if I'm going to free Zalama for now, but I know I'm going to free my brothers. After my brothers are free, we'll decide what to do about Zalama. Now it's time for me to go after Porunga. And that won't be difficult since the Dragon Balls of the planet Namek are with the Patriarch of the planet Namek. Thought the dragon god of the planet Earth, soon flying at a high speed in the direction of the planet Namek. Shenron managed to arrive on the planet Namek quickly, and when he arrived on planet, he managed to find the place where there was the largest number of Dragon Balls on the planet. When Shenron knew where the spears were, he went there and used his powers to become invisible, and entered the place where the spears were. Over there, he found 6 of the 7 spheres to summon Porunga. Seeing this, Shenron took the spheres quickly and then left the place and flew to a huge lake, where he entered, and after a few minutes of swimming, he found the last sphere, and left to the side holding the last sphere of the planet Namek. Shenron spoke. It's time to be free, brother, said the dragon god while looking at the 1-star sphere in his hand. In the 7th universe. Currently, in the 7th universe, being more precise on the planet of Namek, it was possible to see the dragon god of desires of the planet Earth, Shenlong, who was now in his humanoid form. Shenron was over a large lake, and in his hand there was a large dragon spear being larger than the spears that were used to summon him, but the dragon spear on planet Earth no longer existed. After all, since Shenron assumed his humanoid form, he can no longer be invoked, and with that the spears disappeared. Shenron was staring at the 5-star Dragon Ball in his hand that will be used to summon one of his brothers, that being Porunga, the dragon god of the planet Namek. But soon Shenron left the place and flew until he found a flat place, and after finding this place he took all 7 Dragon Balls and placed them one next to the other. And then he walked away and began to concentrate so he could remember the right way to summon his brother, a little older than him, because to summon his brother Porunga needed to speak in different languages. This language belonged to the inhabitants of the planet Namek. Shenron, now concentrated, began to recite several words in a different language, being the mother tongue of Namek, and after Shenron recited his brother's summoned words, the dragon spheres began to glow brightly. And soon a golden glow ended up temporarily blinding Shenron, but after a few seconds, Shenron opened his eyes and looked up and saw a large dragon full of muscles, possessing a size greater than Shenron, being Porunga, one of Shenron's older brothers. Porunga said, Shenron, how is it possible for you to be here? And what kind of appearance is this? You seem to be stronger, but you shouldn't be here on the planet Namek, but on your planet called planet Earth, said the dragon god of the planet Namek while looking at his younger brother, completely in shock. Shenron said, Don't worry, my brother. I ended up asking the last person who invoked me to make a wish in my name, and with that wish I managed to escape from the spears. And I'm in this humanoid form, and thanks to that, I'm here on your planet, and I was able to summon you by gathering all your Dragon Balls. And now that I have this physical form, I am no longer connected to the dragon spears of my home planet, planet Earth. And with that, the dragon spheres have kind of disappeared, since they only had one function, which was to invoke me in the world. And how I already have a physical form, they are no longer useful, so they will disappear forever. Shenron spoke while looking at his brother, who was very surprised to hear that from his brother, and even so, he was still very surprised that his brother was in front of him in a completely different form from his original form. Porunga said, "So now you are completely free of your Dragon Balls, and now you can do whatever you want, since you are free. I still don't understand why you are here, and why you summoned me. I'm sure it wasn't just to tell me the news, brother," Porunga said while looking at his younger brother, and he was calmer, but he was still impressed with the fact that his brother was completely free of his dragon obligations of wishes, and now he could do anything. Shenron said, "You're right, my brother. I wouldn't invoke you just to tell you about my freedom. I invoked you because I want to fulfill a wish. You being older than me, you are also stronger. Only you can fulfill this desire," said the dragon god of planet Earth, attracting the attention of his older brother. Porunga said, "So you didn't just come to tell me the news, but also to make a wish? Well, this is going to be weird, but now you have a humanoid form. Nothing impresses me anymore. So go on and tell me what your wish is, my brother." Shenron spoke. "My wish is very simple. I wish for you to gain a humanoid form just like me, and keep your original powers. And furthermore, I want you to help me free Super Shenron, so that we dragon gods will never have to serve mortals again." The dragon god of the planet Earth spoke to Porunga, who upon hearing that was very surprised with his younger brother's desire. Porunga said, "So you want me to become like you too, and acquire a humanoid form? And that way I can help you free the other dragon gods, including our creator Super Shenron?" asked Porunga while looking at his younger brother, who ended up giving him a smile. Shenron spoke, "That's right, brother. It's about time for us dragon gods to be free and do what we want. The era in which we serve mortals is coming to an end," said the dragon god of planet Earth while looking at his older brother, who ended up finding it strange the way Shenron said that. Porunga thought, "This way of talking and acting reminds me of Super Shenron. Even we, the dragon gods, were sealed in the dragon spears. We could communicate with our brothers, but Shenron couldn't do that because he was too young and weak, and he didn't get to talk to Super Shenron, but he looked a lot like him in that moment," Porunga thought while looking at Shenron. Porunga was silent for a few seconds, until a golden light surrounded his body completely, and that great light began to get smaller, and in that instant the light was almost the same size as his younger brother. Only Porunga was a little taller, and it didn't take long for the light to disappear and reveal Porunga looking similar to his younger brother. Porunga said, "That was your wish, my brother. Now let's go after the Super Shenron, because it will take a while. Because the Super Dragon Balls are spread across the 6th and 7th universes, and finding them will be very complicated. Even if we track them down, they are using our divine energies. So let's go, because I don't want to waste more time talking," said the dragon god of the planet Namek, now in his new humanoid form, while looking at his younger brother. Shenlong said, "Then let's go." Shenron and Porunga soon left planet Namek, and the two started looking for the Super Dragon Balls that were scattered across the 6th and 7th universe, and both knew it would take a long time for them to be able to do that, and especially keep the spears with them. After all, they were gigantic, and they couldn't keep the Super Dragon Balls in an easy way. 1 year later. It had been about 1 year since the day Shenron gained his humanoid form and freed his brother Porunga and asked that his brother also have his humanoid form. And after that they both left in search of the 7 Super Dragon Balls. Since so much time had passed and no one had heard of Shenron, everyone thought that he had given up on his mission. But in reality, Shenron and Porunga were gathering the Super Dragon Balls in order to make Super Shenron have a humanoid body. And after 1 whole year they managed to collect the Super Dragon Balls, and now they had all 7 Super Dragon Balls. Shenron spoke, "We finally got all 7 Super Dragon Balls, and now we can summon our creator Super Shenron. Porunga, please invoke our creator, because I'm rusty when it comes to speaking in the language of the gods." Shenron spoke while looking at Porunga, who just nodded. Porunga concentrated and began to invoke his creator, using the linga of the gods, and soon as the dragon spears began to shine, until a great glow blinded both dragon gods, and after a few seconds both saw a huge golden dragon with red eyes being the one, the Super Shenron. Porunga quickly saw his creator and made a wish for Super Shenron to be free of the spears, and soon after a golden glow appeared, and when that glow disappeared, a humanoid form appeared. Super Shenron thought, "Thank you very much, my dear brother Shenron. I had to control you in order to free myself. And now that I finally freed myself, it's time to go after Toranbo and free him to complete my mission," Super Shenron said with a calm expression on his face, but inside he had a big, evil smile. With that, we'll end today's video. If you want to see the continuation of this incredible story, leave a lot of likes on the video and comment, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll see you another day.